Greetings, Flameborn. My name is Enshrouded, and if this is the first video of mine that you're watching, welcome in. If you're one of my No Man's Sky fans, thanks for checking out something different. Today, we'll be checking out a floating castle I built in Enshrouded. Now, as far as the technique to get your flame altar placed high in the air, there are plenty of excellent tutorials on YouTube about how to do this. I used a video about a treehouse build by Pseudoposse to get my altar in the air. I'll link it on screen now. For the location of my base, I picked the sky above Rookmoor. This place is easily accessible from the start of the game, and Rookmoor is one of the bigger enemy camps early game, which means lots of real estate to dismantle for extra resources once you've placed your altar. Now enough with the chit chat, let's check out the build, starting with a couple of daytime flybys. Now, one of the ways to get into the build is via a chain of grapple hook anchors. These are spaced so that even a basic grappling hook will give you access to the front door. Once through the front door, shut up behind yourself. You weren't raised in a barn. You'll find yourself in the main room of the castle. This circular room has a flame altar in the middle and 3 doors leading off of it. Merged into the walls all the way around the room are a total of 12 chests, 6 regular, and 6 magic. The floor of the entire castle is rough stone blocks, as are the stairs leading up to the altar, and the walls of this central room are fired brick. Next, let's check out what's behind the door opposite the entrance. Through this door is the farmer and her area. Each NPC's area was built using specific materials that I felt complemented their vibe. For the farmer, I used refined wood blocks. The room itself is very open and airy with skylights in the roof. All the farmer's crafting stations are strategically stacked around. If they look slightly different than they're used to, that's because I've glitched them into each other. I've also merged 4 wells into each corner since the farmer is the NPC that uses the most water for crafting. Out the back doors is the growing area. This area was built with limestone blocks. Trees shade the whole area, and there are 5 different planting spots. Near the doorway, there's a barrel with a merged chest. Inside the chest is at least a full stack of all 23 different seedlings you can plant in-game. So whatever food you need, just grab the seedling for it, plant it, and wait. Once it's grown, harvest it, and on your way out, drop 20% of your yield into the closest seed bed. Each seed bed has at least 25 of all 7 possible ingredients needed to make new seedlings. Next, let's move on to the door that was on our right as we entered. Once through this door, we find ourselves in the carpenter's area. For the carpenter's area, I chose palmwood blocks and used a few bronze blocks for ornamentation on the table saw. Once again, I glitch stacked all the crafting stations with other decorations. In the back is a spiral staircase leading up to the second floor, which is the blacksmith's area. The floor itself is made of highly polished stone blocks, while the side walls are made of bronze blocks. 2 corners are made of copper blocks, while the other 2 are made of iron blocks. All the blacksmith's crafting stations have been glitch stacked with fire, because why the hell not? Sometimes you need to keep the storms outside, but other times a nice breeze is very welcome. With this in mind, I made shutters for the windows that can be raised and lowered depending on the weather outside. Now let's cross over the central room to the door on the opposite side. Through this door is the ranger's area. For the ranger, I made the walls out of Enshrouded blocks. Even made a bookshelf for the ranger to peruse. Up the spiral staircase in the back is the alchemist's area. Again, I used highly polished stone blocks for the floor. The walls are made out of bone blocks with well blocks strategically merged into them. The alchemist's area has some of my personal favorite glitch-stacked crafting stations. Back to the central room. We've been through all the doors, but next to the doorway leading to the ranger and alchemist is a spot of wall that is different from the rest. Walk up to it, interact, and voila, a secret door opens, revealing steps. We take the steps up and find a second floor to the central room. This is the living quarters. The entire second floor of the central structure was made using half-timbered stone blocks, and the floor is entirely covered with fur rugs. The first room we get into has several desks as well as the workbench. Also present are a couple bookshelves and a nice glitch stack of windows that holds a torch quite well. Through the single door on the left is the banquet hall. The table is set and the extra dishes are stacked nearby. Mounted heads of the various boss fights can be seen on the walls. If we go back out into the main room and cross to the other side, we see a set of double doors. Through these doors is the bedroom, with a couple beds and a cool art display on the wall.
Feel free to grab a nap in one of the beds. With an overall base comfort level of 65, your well-rested perk will last for an hour and 15 minutes.
Through another single door is the bathroom.
Now let me show you what the base looks like at night while I close things out.
If you're interested in how I made any of the glitch stacks you saw, I'll be releasing a series of YouTube shorts showing how to make them, so keep your eyes open for that. Now if you're still here, thanks for sticking around to the end. If you were entertained in any way, please consider liking the smash button, subscribing, and commenting. I'm Enra Silver, wishing you all happy building and Enshrouded.